name is Dr. Lauren Coffey, and I'm a clinician at Western Nebraska Behavioral Health. I'm here to talk to you all about self-care and what that might look like during social distancing. So what is self-care and why is it important? Something to keep in mind is self-care is not the same thing as being selfish. It's actually quite the opposite. So self-care helps us with relaxation, stress management, mood support. It helps keep us healthy so that we are at less risk for getting sick. And it also helps us be more able to be there and help others. So self-care can be anything. It's all about being able to take care of yourself. It can be physical, emotional, or even mental health related. It is anything that can help us feel happy and relaxed. So what if we don't have time for self-care? A lot of us right now are trying to essentially balance the world. We might be considered essential and are out working. We might have to be figuring out what work looks like from home. We might not have a job at the moment. We might be going to school or trying to teach our children. So something to keep in mind is that it is impossible to be able to take care of others, manage stress, and balance everything that we have going on if we don't first take care of ourselves. Self-care doesn't have to be an all-day activity. It could be for like 20 minutes. So what does self-care look like during social distancing? Some common thoughts and questions that I've heard is how it can be difficult to find activities to do when we can't go anywhere or when it's not recommended to go anywhere. So we're not able to visit our friends, go out to eat, go shopping. We're not able to take our kids to the park or the movies or even go to the bowling alley. And a lot of us like to travel, which is also something else that's not recommended at this time. Another common thought is, I don't have time for self-care. There's too many things that need done, and I can't get away, and I don't have time to myself. So the big question is, what can we do? So some things to keep in mind is our health is very important, and we need to make sure that we are making time for it, just like we make time to eat and sleep. Self-care doesn't have to be something you do by yourself. It can involve family or other people that live in your house, such as roommates. It can involve finding virtual ways to connect with others. Social distancing doesn't mean that we can't go outside. We can sit on our porches, we can play in the yard, we can even go for a walk. And the third thing that's really important to keep in mind is there's always a way to schedule time for yourself. So this could look like having some time to yourself when kids are doing homework or taking naps. It could be talking to your spouse about being able to take turns who's working with the kids on homework. And then another way is being able to individualize self-care. So it could be something that you do as a group, but being able to do it individually at the same time, such as group reading time. So setting a time during the day for like 30 minutes that you, your spouse, your roommates, your kids, all sit down with a book and read. So some examples of self-care might include journaling, playing an instrument, listening to music, or making a playlist. It could involve gardening, watching a show or a movie, working on puzzles, or even writing a script and trying to make your own movie. It could involve drawing or coloring, playing with pets, exercising, such as doing yoga or dancing. It could involve a daily gratitude list, so being able to list things that we are thankful for, things that we're looking forward to. It can involve learning a new skill or doing something for the community, such as making face masks for essential workers and providers. So another common question is, what if our self-care involves socialization? So it's important to be social and interact with others. But what does that look like if we have to social distance? So some activities you can do with family in person or with your roommates include crafting or working on projects, cooking, playing games, going on walks or riding bikes, or even just talking or reading together. There's also ways to interact long distance with family or friends, such as being able to call and talk to them, texting, using social media such as Snapchat, Facebook, or Instagram, using FaceTime, Skype, or Zoom to see them. And something else to keep in mind is that FaceTime, Skype, and Zoom can also be used to play games, such as online games or board games. You can also use these platforms to watch movies or do dinner dates. There's also writing letters, being outside and interacting from sidewalks or yards, being of course at least 6 feet away, sitting in cars, also being at least 6 feet away of course, or doing online book clubs. So talking to your friends about a common book that you all want to read and being able to meet through FaceTime or Zoom or Skype to then talk about the books. So overall, self-care is very important. It is something we should all find time in our day to do. It doesn't have to be something big. It doesn't have to involve going anywhere, and it doesn't have to last all day. So don't be afraid to be creative. Thank you all for watching, and please keep a lookout for more informational videos from us at WNBH. Thanks.